Hello ladies, this is Cindy again, and today we will be making our own version of the Love Monster. Here's mine. He has an air fern. We're going to be making him out of the Crayola air dry clay. It's a fine natural earth clay that dries hard without baking, which makes this a very kid-friendly project. You should have received a bag of goodies. Open it up. We're going to have you lay your parchment paper down first. This is going to be your base that you work on. Now, the first thing you want to do is kind of give your clay some squeezes, warm it up a little bit. It's been a while since this clay's been handled. And what you're going to do, you're going to roll out about 2/3 of it. And you're going to roll it out so that it makes a 5x7 rectangle. So take your doily, put your doily down first. The doily is going to be it's going to give your clay a pattern design, a texture on it. So take this, lay it down, smash it a little bit. If you have your rolling pin, or this is just a dowel that I have in my stock of supplies here, and just kind of roll it. You want to make it about the same thickness all the way through. I'm going to smash it however you want to do that to get it flat. I'm really pushing on mine. What it's doing, though, you'll notice that the clay is spreading, and it is spreading out onto the doily, which is going to be your pattern. We need a 5x7 rectangle. Oh, there we go. That's looking good. This is the back. We don't really have to make it pretty. It doesn't matter really what it looks like. Now, in your packet, you'll have gotten 2 pieces of cardstock. This is 5x7. This one is 3x5. This is our pattern. So we want to roll till it goes all this way. I mean, if you want, you can always stop and make it a little smaller, but we thought this was a kind of a good size to make it. There we go. Oh, yeah. The nice thing about this is the clay is very soft and pliable. Like I said, it does air dry, so you don't have to put it in the oven, let it dry out. The kids can watch it dry. It dries nice and hard. My son took a little bit of it and made a little dog sculpture. It was dry the next day. It was so cute. All right, let's see here. Am I getting anywhere close? Almost. Okay, this way looks good. I need to make this. I might have a different shaped monster. I am not too worried about exact sizes. But we can still go thinner. Okay, let's see here. Oh, there's my top. There's my bottom. If I were to, I'm going to just press it in a little bit to see what the pattern looks like. Oh, there we go. And I want a little bit more over there. Am I going to be picky about this? Start in the middle. What you do is you start in the middle and then you roll it out. That way you can take whatever's in the middle and push it out. And it spreads out. Let me see. This looks good. All right, we're going to call it good. So put your paper down, and you're going to take that little bamboo skewer with the point on it. What you're going to do with the point is you're going to poke it into the clay and trace all the way the pieces of clay that stick out past your template. Now, if you're rolling and you don't like the way it looks and you want to change the shape, by all means, peel it up and change the shape. Let's do it over again. This clay, honestly, you can roll it out a lot. Many, many times. So this is what mine is going to look like. Now you're going to take it. Just gently, gently pull it up. And you have a texture. Let me see here. Yeah, see that? It's kind of that shaped. So now I have to decide which is going to be my top and which is going to be my bottom. I like this, so I'm going to make this my top. All right. Oh, so set that aside and take your other clay, and you're going to do that again. Now you have this piece of, I think it's like drawer paper, or drawer plastic, keeps your things in your drawers from flying around. This is also textural based, so I'm going to put it down and just kind of roll that out on it and see what it looks like that way. And this one's got to be 3 by 5. This is the one that I'm going to use for my pocket. Yeah. If you don't want to use this, go ahead and use your doily again. Maybe a different piece of a different side of your doily. Find a flower in it that you like, or the pattern shape that you like that's different. Just go for it. Have fun. Okay, now this is a big chunk. Oops. Sorry, getting a little too excited there. A little too, I don't know, busy. I was looking at camera mounts on Amazon today. See if I can get me one, but I wouldn't get one here in time to do this video, so I decided to just string it up again, like I did last time. I want this one nice and flat, nice and thin. All right, paper. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Oh, he has a bump. He has a rise. He has a high spot. Oh, as if this is a boy or girl. You know, my love monster must be a boy, because I keep calling my clay a he. So, he has a high spot. I'm going to peel off the excess clay, and that's good because you're going to need this excess clay for making his eyes, for making any other kind of designs that you want to make for it. And let's see how we like this texture. Whoa, that really packed in. Okay. Oh, it's kind of cool though. I'm looking at that. And okay, Not digging it, ladies. That's okay, because guess what we can do? We can do this. We can do this. We can take that out of there. Nope, not digging that one at all. And cut my template again. I guess I could have just turned off the video and started the video over again, but you know what? We're 10, 11 minutes into this project. I don't feel like turning it off and starting over again. So we're just going to do this. And, oh yeah, okay. I like that better. All right, we have our 2 pieces. Now, we are going to go back to your big piece on the bottom, lay it out. And at this point, we're going to kind of start putting them together. So we're going to take, you've got some water over here. We're going to put our finger in the water. It's called slip. And we're going to just kind of, I'm going to see what it looks like here. I'll have to do some trimming, not a problem. What we're going to do is we're going to put his mouth on now, or his pocket. And we've got to figure out where we want it to sit. Do I want it down lower? Maybe down, or I don't know. I'm going to stick it right there. His pocket's going right there. So I'm going to take some water on my finger, and I'm just going to kind of run it here, get this a little wet. And this will allow the 2 clays to stick together a little better. My hand's in here, and see, I'm just kind of mush it. Now, you know, I'm taking away my pattern over here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm kind of ruining my pattern. You would think I'm ruining my pattern. I'm not really ruining my pattern, because we can always go back and add the pattern back on, and I'll show you that in just a minute. I'm kind of pinching mine a little bit to make it bubbly, bumpy. And some water down here at the bottom. Kind of just lay it down. Okay, don't know if I need to put anything in there, but I have paper towel here. What do I want to do? Just for a little bit. So I made it, this is really thin. I may have made this too thin, but I really liked it. So now I'm going to go with my stick again, and I'm going to trace along here, and I'm going to cut off the excess so that it matches up with the my base. The nice thing about clay, working with clay, is you can use all kinds of things for tools. Yeah, we have a skewer here. You could use, let me see, what have I got here? Where are my paper clips? Paper clips would be nice. They would make a fun design. And of course I can't find any. Paper clips, you can use paper clips to make designs. You can use hair barrettes. You can use this little wooden heart to make designs. Now, I went through here and I you know, messed up. I took away my, fingerprinted out my design, but that's okay, because we're going to come back and we're going to go like this and press it back in. Add a little detail all the way around. Turn my heart around, kind of give it a little something. Yeah, kind of, to put back a pattern. So don't feel like you've messed it up. Or you can take your doily and do the same thing. You can lay your doily back down, and you can kind of go like, doo, 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 without the sound effects, of course. Yeah, and put that back in it. This is really cute like this. I almost think I want to go like that. however you want to play with it. You can decorate these things any way you want. Okay, so now what do we have to do? We are at step 6 now. Step 7, pinch off a piece of your leftovers and roll into a small piece into a snake shape. Now, you guys have all rolled Tootsie Rolls out before, haven't you? Now this is in case, this is to add to the top of your pocket. For the bottom of the lip, I guess we would call this. And I kind of spread my fingers out with it. Okay, now attach this to the small pocket. And again, I'm going to add a little slip to it to give it a little grab. And we're going to just kind of pinch that on. That. There, that actually gives it some nice stability to it. Yeah, and there again, you can use your fingers, you can use your stick and make little marks if you want. You could use this to make little marks, make little patterns in it. You could curl it. Ooh, curl it down if you wanted to curl it. Okay. Now we're going to make the eyes. Okay, for the eyes, we're going to create, we need 2 small balls. We're going to make, you're going to have 2. You're going to make a bigger one and then a smaller one. So pinch off a piece of clay, make a ball. You can take your thumb, flatten your ball out. You can roll it out with your little roller if you want. Decide what kind of shape you want your eyeball to make. Make 2 of those. You can make them the same size. You can make them one bigger, one smaller, however you want to do it. One thicker, one thinner. Mine are turning out to be kind of oblong, which I think is kind of cool. Oh, that one's definitely bigger. Pinch a little off around the edges. Kind of fold them under a little bit. Pinch a whole lot off, Cindy. Come on, girl, you can do this. All right. I know if you want to make something a certain thickness all the way, one thing you can do is take your stick or 2 sticks. You put them down and then you put your clay in between. And then as you roll, your clay will only roll to the thickness of what your sticks are. And they will, of course mine started out thicker, but yeah, so that's kind of a little cool thing. So my eyes are going to look like this. Bigger. And bigger. I added that clay in there in the back to make it a little bigger. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. And if your edges are kind of, they're uneven, if they're jagged and you don't like it, take your water and run it over the edges, and that just smooths it out nicely. Okay, so eyes. Oh, there we go. All right, now big pieces, they need to stick together, so you can put water on them. You also can take a brush. I've got this stippling brush, and you can kind of rough it up a little bit. That allows the clay to stick a little bit better. I'm going to get water all over that. And lay my eyeball down. Going to give it a little pat. I've got a rough edge right here I don't like. I'm going to smooth that rough edge out. There we go, rough edges. Same here. If you have a toothbrush, the toothbrush works really well too. Thumb needs to be wet. Okay, there's my eyes. Now I'm going to do the pupil of my eye. So I'm going to take two other pieces that are about, I don't know, let's see how that looks. I'm just kind of rolling it between my fingers to keep it round, but as I'm flattening it down a little bit. Yeah. Want to think about how do you want your picture, or how do you want your face looking? Do you want the eyes going in one direction? Do you want them cross-eyed? Do you want them looking straight out? How do you want your eyes to be? Think about that. What will your monster be looking at? Mine's going to be looking, we're looking up, we're looking down. Down, ooh. See, this would be cross-eyed. This would be up. I think I want mine looking down. Okay. Or you can also take this and make little score marks on it to help the stick in. Because we're not baking this clay, score marks are very easy. They won't interfere with your design at all. I just don't have a toothbrush handy, so I'm using all these other things. All right, now take your stick, and it had a pointed end, and it has a flat end, and take your flat end and poke it in the middle of your eye. Kind of wiggle it around. See? Ooh, cool. I want to add some eyelashes to mine, so I'm going to take my pointed end and I'm going to go, where are the eyelashes? Are they on this side? Yeah. Do it this way so I don't have to reach across the camera. One, two, three, four, five. How's that look? Ooh, looking good. You can do this any way you want. There. All right. Now I've got a pointy edge right here that I'm not really crazy, so I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to round it, and we are at 24 minutes. I probably better end this thing. You probably can stop and fast forward through some of this stuff if you want. But there is one more step of what we need to do here. I'm going to shape my mouth to go like that. He's got kind of like a crooked mouth. You got places that you don't like the way it looks, put some water on it. Okay, and what do I need? Oh, now we have, last but not least, we're going to take the piece of straw that we gave you, and you're going to find a place and poke a hole in it. And mine's going to go right there. And what we're doing is we're creating a place for twine or ribbon, string, whatever you want to go into it. Yeah, I didn't think that out very well, did I? I think I did the same thing on my other one too. All right. I'm going to play with this. See if I can't get this to lay down a little better now that I've poked a hole in it. Yeah, all right. And that is that. Like I said, you can... I mean, if you wanted to give him a nose, I have leftover clay. And, wow, 25 minutes. Okay, let's give him some teeth. I kind of like to have my guy to have some teeth. So I'm going to make a little, like a tooth, like a dragon kind of tooth. That's flat. Yeah, like that. Put a little water on it. Stick it in here. There. Go to tooth hanging out. I'm going to give him another tooth as well. And that, ladies, is how we make our love monster. We're going to take, you're going to put a string or a ribbon in them when you're done. They are very nice. Very nice when they dry. Okay. Thank you all. Love you. Bye.